Good evening. It's Darren, of course, 23 minutes. Wrote a scene tonight. Didn't spend a lot of time, 23 minutes obviously, but made progress. And I like this idea of the nights that I'm not doing a lot because I'm getting ready to be out of the town or out of the country for a month. Doing a scene or two or writing a scene or two just makes me feel like I am making a little bit of progress, and it adds up over time. And I hope that this is inspiring you to do the same. Isn't your dream worth 17 minutes? Some days I do a lot more. Wasn't today though. But today we wrote a scene about that never actually happened, but what I'm learning is you have to compress time, all the different things that do happen, and represent it in a scene, hence based on a true story. And so this didn't literally happen, but right after I commit that I am going to do this and figure this out, after Vinny says, I'm going to give you 5 minutes of stage time wherever I play, then there's an exciting montage of all these things that, getting out there, doing it, all of his shows. And I go home and I decide to tell my mom and dad that this is it. I am going to be a comedian. This is not just I want to be. This is another conversation. I'm going to be once the commitment is had. If you're familiar with Joseph Campbell's The Hero's Journey, which I highly recommend you learn about, fascinating about storytelling and myth, there's a point where there's a call for adventure, and then the hero denies the call or refuses the call. And then he meets the mentor, and then he commits. And that's where this is leading, right after that commitment. So I go home and tell my parents, and my mom said this many times, but not exactly in this way, but basically said, look, your father and I, busted our butt to get you through college, and now you're going to go be a comedian? And even though she loves me and she was trying to be nice, she's like, but you have a college degree. You should get a good job and work there the rest of your life and get a good pension. That's just not me. And I said, I just can't work for somebody else. It's just not who I am. I feel caged. And I said, I might be poor, and I might not make any money. I guess that would be one and the same. But I'm going to do it all on my own. I might live by it, I might die by it, but it's got to be me, and that's really who I am. But I was too afraid to say that before. I got a finance degree. I love marketing, but I got a double degree, one of them being in finance, just to get my brother off my back. And so I told, that's kind of how the scene goes. And I'm having them in the garden, which is where they spend so much of their time. And it's kind of ironic because they're in a garden growing things, and I'm trying to grow. But that's really what I'm doing, growing my dream. And also just watching them their whole lives bust their butt over their garden, and they had an amazing garden. At this house, I have an underground water system with rocks in my front yard, so I don't even have to mow a lawn. But it's a scene where I just kind of tell them, and in that scene, that's where I put my dad is always struggling to talk, and my mom's like, will you say something? And my dad says, I don't care what you want to do, just be the best. And if you ever saw my acceptance speech, you'll know that's exactly what I referred to, because he did say that at one point, but it wasn't exactly in this scene. So there you go. Don't know why I'm explaining the whole scene to you, but maybe if, God forbid, something ever happens to me, I will. Someone else will take over and finish this movie and make it happen. There you go. In God's name. So that's it for tonight. Weekend is here, so next time I talk to you, it'll probably be from a plane or from Belgium, one or the other. So have a good night. make some progress. What will you do today to make some progress towards your dream?
Stage time.